All right. All right. All right. We're going live. Welcome to Tommy Knows Best Sports Podcast. Today, I'm going to talk about the Patriots, opening night for the NFL tonight, and then I'm going to do my fantasy football segment, and I'm also going to talk about Tom Brady, the GOAT. We're going to start out with the Patriots. Sunday is opening day for them, and they're playing against the Eagles, and they're at home at 425. And also, this is the biggest year for Mac Jones, and this is also the biggest year for Bill Belichick. And been hearing the offensive line's been the problem all preseason. I watched the preseason. That offensive line is going to be a problem this year. I think they're going to struggle, but hopefully I'm wrong because this is a big year for Mac. And I want to see Mac do a good job this year. This is a big year for Belichick. This is the biggest year for him. And now that he brought in a real offensive coordinator during the offseason, Bill O'Brien, and him and Mac reunite, let's see what happens Sunday because this Eagles defense, their front seven, is really good. And guess who's the coach on the defense? Former offensive coordinator from last year. I don't know why. And that will be Butthead. And that's Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia is the defense coach over there for Philly. So the Patriots need to figure it out on him. You better not let him win on Sunday. And it will be ugly if the Eagles win. I want the Patriots to do good. I want to see the Patriots do really good this year. Do good. I want to see them in the playoffs. I want to see them with double digits win. But this season, the schedule is tough. And I saw the schedule. It's a tough schedule the first 4 weeks, but I have faith in my team. I want to see this team either go 3-1 or 2-2 at best for the first 4 weeks. At least 500 or more. This team is going to be good. And Christian Gonzalez and Kendrick Bourne are going to be X factors, and they're going to be used a lot. And that's going to be good. I want to see what Mac and Kendrick Bourne do on Sunday. I want to see Juju. And last week, Juju said in an article that his knee is ready to explode any minute now. And that's not good news with him. That's not good news going into the season with some bad reports a little bit. A couple scares here and there. But we got to talk about another thing, the quarterback situation. Because last week on cutdown days, they cut Bailey Zappi and they cut Malik Cunningham. And then they brought them back. They signed the next day to the practice squad. And on top of that, the Patriots got a backup quarterback, Matt Corral, who was the backup for the Carolina Panthers. And he played for Ole Miss. And one of my sources that works at the Lazy Dog, one of my friend's sources, he told me about Matt Corral. And Matt Corral is a pretty good quarterback. He was good in college football. Let's see what he does here with the Patriots. I want to see Matt Corral do good here as a backup if he gets out there. And that was a good pickup last week. And also, let's talk about Mike Gesicki. I don't know about his injury. I haven't heard anything more about it. Is he going to play? And Juju, hopefully his knee's going to be all right. I want to see Devontae Parker get some targets in this game. Devontae Parker has to be the man that he was or is supposed to be because we need him to be that guy. We signed him for an extension. Give him an extension, I think. And then we got Hunter Henry. He's going to be used a lot in this game too. Ramondre Stevenson, Ezekiel Elliott. This is going to be a big game for the Patriots. This is a test for week 1. And also on top of that, you guys see me wearing the hat. TB12, the GOAT, Tom Brady, is going to be in the building. They're going to do a ceremony for him at halftime. And boy, I'm happy that they're doing that because Tom Brady deserves it. And Belichick said some stuff about him saying there'll be plenty more also. There'll be plenty of more Tom Brady ceremonies. And I'm happy that they're doing it for him because he deserves it. Deserves it. And Sunday's going to be really good. And if they're losing or if they're down by a couple, if they're up by a couple, I want to hear that stadium cheering, let's go Pats. And also on top of that, Brady, 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 Brady. I want to hear that stadium go loud for the GOAT, for Tom Brady. And I think he deserves a statue of him there. Yes, they need to get that statue. And where do you want them to put the statue? Where's it going to be built? And you can see it. You can see the statue from Rhode Island, and you can see it from Boston, coming from Boston. So there you go. The statue has to be huge, and it has to have Tom Brady on the statue. And that's going to be the best statue around here. Tom Brady, the GOAT. And that's basically it about the Patriots. I want to touch on tonight's game because tonight's game is going to be a good one, hopefully. It's opening night. We get the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. Kickoff is at 8:20. Good game. You got the Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, kicking it off. And they're going to be without one of their good players, one of their best players, Travis Kelce. He hyperextended his knee a couple days ago at practice, and test came back good, but he's a game time decision. But you guys think he should play, and God, I have him for fantasy football. Yes, I have him for fantasy football. And that was scary. That was a scary injury. I hope he'll be all right. Travis Kelce, I hope he's all right. Hopefully he bounces back from that injury because that's a scary injury. It could have been a lot worse than it was. And I want to know what you guys think about tonight's game because let's talk about the Detroit Lions. They got a lot to improve this year. Jared Goff got a lot to improve. Amon St. Brown's nasty wide receiver. And they just got a rookie running back, and I have him in fantasy football in one of my leagues. And Jahmyr Gibbs. I want to see what Jahmyr Gibbs does tonight. I want to see him go bananas. I want to see him go crazy tonight. Score a couple touchdowns for me in fantasy football. Let's go. Let's go. And I want to see the Lions upset the Chiefs. You think they will upset them with the injury of Travis Kelce? Drop into some comments. I'll answer. We're talking football right now. We're talking about tonight's game. And I heard the line went down a little bit. -5.5. Is that what I heard? I think it is. -5.5, Kansas City. So I would take Detroit with the points because Detroit could be sneaky with the points. I like the points with Detroit. I took Detroit. I want to see a week 1 upset. And Super Bowl hangovers are the thing in the NFL. Kansas City just won the Super Bowl this past year or last year. The Super Bowl hangover can happen. And same thing with the Eagles. Them too. Even though they lost. But still, Super Bowl hangovers can happen. But next, I'm going to jump into my next topic. And it's my new segment, and I'm going to do this every week for the football season, and I'm debuting it today on today's podcast, and it's my fantasy football show. On top of this podcast, I'm doing the fantasy football show now. And I got a couple guys going tonight in fantasy football, like I said. And we're going to talk about one of my teams. Going to talk about how I have Trevor Lawrence for my quarterback, wide receiver Garrett Wilson, Calvin Ridley, Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, Bijan Robinson, Ramondre Stevenson, Dallas Goedert, Isaiah Pacheco. On my bench, I got Derek Carr, Zay Jones. I got Tank Dell. I got Perine, the running back from Denver. I got Devontae Achin. And then I got Jawan Johnson. And I got Sanders as my kicker. And I got New Orleans defense. And tonight I got Isaiah Pacheco going tonight as my running back in that league. And I want to see him have a big game. Why not? Isaiah Pacheco, big game. Let's go to my next team. And I had this draft a couple nights ago. I don't have no one going in tonight's game, but let's read off this team. Josh Allen. This is a keeper league, 12-man league, and it's a keeper league. You got to keep your third round on. So Josh Allen was my keeper. Christian Watson and George Pickens. So we're going to talk about that. Josh Allen, T. Higgins, Mike Williams, Christian McCaffrey. I got him with the first pick. I got the first overall pick. I needed a running back. It's a running back heavy league. Running backs go quick. So I took Christian McCaffrey. I have James Cook. I also have Juwan Johnson, Christian Watson, George Pickens. I have Pat Fremont, the tight end from Pittsburgh. I have Brian Robinson, Derek Carr, Gabriel Davis. I have Jalen Warren, and my kicker, Sanders, and my defense, the Patriots. Then I'm going to talk about another team. And I got the 9th pick, got Travis Kelce. Even though he might be out, he's a game-time decision. And here we go. We're going to read off this team. Justin Herbert, Garrett Wilson, Mike Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs, Alexander Madison, Travis Kelce. I got Drake London. I got Khalil Herbert. And then on my bench, Elijah Moore, Dante Foreman. I got Jalen Haidt. I got Deion Jackson. I got Daniel Jones, and I got Greg Delucci, the tight end from Denver, Sanders again, and Washington's defense. And then last night's draft. This is no PPR. And a lot of leagues that I'm in is a PPR league. This is not a PPR league. And I got the 5th pick. Took Nick Chubb. Here we go. Joe Burrow. T. Higgins. DeAndre Hopkins. Nick Chubb. Tyler Eifert Jr. Kenny Pickett. I got J.K. Dobbs. I got Jahan Dotson. I got Alvin Kamara on the bench when he comes back from suspension. I got Jackson Smith, Jabbar, the wide receiver from Seattle, Marquise Brown, Mike Williams. I got Marvin Mize Jr. I got Donnell Mooney. I got Deontay Foreman again. And I'm going to pick up a kicker later this week. And then I get the Jets defense. Those are my fantasy teams. Now I'm going to break down who's going to have a good matchup on my teams. Tonight, Pachenko is going to have a good one. Sunday, I like Bijan Robinson. I like Stevenson. And then Monday night, I like Garrett Wilson, big, couple touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence is going to throw to my guy, Calvin Ridley. And then I'm going to look at my other team. I like Josh Allen on Monday night. Sunday, Christian McCaffrey. Monday night, James Cook I like. T. Higgins. I also like Mike Williams. And I got Juwan Johnson. He's going to get some good touchdowns by Derek Carr. Christian Watson. I like my team. And then the next one, this is going to have a big game too. Justin Herbert and Mike Williams are going to have big games. Like I said, Mike Williams is going to have a big game. Garrett Wilson. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to have a big game. If Travis Kelce plays tonight, he's going to have a big one. I like that. Travis Kelce, Jahmyr Gibbs. I want to see Jahmyr Gibbs with a couple touchdowns tonight. And then my other team, Joe Burrow will have a big one. Like I said, T. Higgins. Nick Chubb will have a big game. Travis Etienne Jr. will have a big one I like. Kyle Pitts needs to have a good season this year. And that's pretty much it. That sums up this podcast. And I'm ready for football. I did all my fantasy football stuff. Who else is ready for football tonight? Football is back. It's like Christmas morning when you open up gifts. You open up a gift. Football is back. Let's go. Let's go, Pats. TB12. TB12. Brady, 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 Brady. Yes. I want to hear that. Sunday at Gillette Stadium, 4:25. I want to hear the Brady chants going early and starting. You know what? I'm going to do a special Tom Brady podcast too on Sunday, wherever I am at a secret location. You guys have a wonderful day. Let's go. Football's back.